morning. Look at that beautiful early morning sun coming in through the windows there. It really is rather gorgeous, isn't it? And well, I told you last week I love this time of year, and just seeing all these colours and the low sun, which is incredibly difficult to drive in. I do get that. I have to be extra careful with my visors, but yeah, it's just easier to get up and get on a day like today. So how are you, and how are things? Across my Facebook last week, I kept bumping into a beautiful poem, prayer, blessing by Jan Richardson. She's got 2 books out, one called Circle of Grace, and I'm looking on my bookshelf to them, the other called The Circle of Sorrow. And the poem and prayer that I had, a friend Beth flagged it up to me. She says it's from another book that's on its way, so I eagerly await that. But she that all reminded me to just dip back into her stuff and spend some time with it, because she has a beautiful way with the simplest of words. And I'm not going to spend very long with you today, but I am going to read for you and with you a blessing for this time that we find ourselves in. And I'm going to read it really slowly and gently. And if I was in your presence, I would seek permission to perhaps lay my hand on your head or on your shoulder, or perhaps we would hold hands. And so if you're alone, if you're with someone, then you may invite them to come and sit with you while I read this. And so hit pause. And then you can hold each other while I read this. And if you're not, then just imagine that somebody that you trust, someone very connected and special for you, is sat with you or stood with you, and is perhaps just gently resting on your head. Are you ready? It's called Blessing the Ordinary. Let these words lay themselves like a blessing upon your head, your shoulders, as if, like hands, they could pass on to you what you most need for this day. As if they could anoint you, not merely for the path ahead, but for this ordinary moment that opens itself to you. Opens itself like another hand that unfurls itself, that reaches out to gather these words in the bowl of its palm. You may think this blessing lives within these words, but I tell you, it lives in the opening and in the reaching. It lives in the ache where this blessing begins. It lives in the hollow made by the place where the hands of this blessing meet. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope that you are able to see the good in what happens today and in the coming days. And I hope that all those things that feel harder are now a little easier to hand over. You don't carry them alone. I hope you have a blessed week, and you know where I am if you need me. Lots of love and God bless. Bye bye.